God desires our hearts. When we pretend to give him our hearts and we fake that, he hates that.
Ask the pastor.
Does God hate anything or anyone?
Well, the Bible is clear that there are things that God hates. You know, the book of 1 John tells us that God is love. So in our fleshly minds, we think, well, how can somebody who is love, how can that person hate? Well, there can't be love if there is no hate. It's like dark and light. You can't have dark without light. You can't have hot without cold. You can't have good without bad. So you can't love unless there is something to not love. So you mentioned Proverbs chapter 6. You know, Proverbs lists 7 things there that God hates. Proud eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that run rapidly to evil, a false witness who utters lies, and one who spreads discord among the brothers. God is describing false worship. He's describing the false heart that pretends to love God, but just goes through the motions. And in Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 11, he says, "What are your multiplied sacrifices to me? I've had enough of them. When you come to appear before me, who requires you this trampling of my courts? Bring your worthless offerings no more. Incense is an abomination to me." And then in verse 14, he says, "I hate your new moon festivals and appointed feasts. They become a burden to me, and I'm weary of hearing them." God desires our hearts. And when we fake that, when we pretend to give him our hearts and we fake that, he hates that because he wants to love us and he wants us to love him. And we are, in effect, bastardizing that relationship that he has offered to us, one of reciprocal love.
He does hate anything that'll take you away from serving him. He really and truly does. There's different words for hate. Some means like he hated hated Esau, means he didn't esteem Esau as high as he did Jacob. He chose Jacob even though he was second. He chose him and made him number 1. But yeah, God hates the sin. God hates evil. And, you know, when we look at it like that, it would help us if we were to really come to that place and step into that. So let me go to the 16th chapter of the book of Deuteronomy and just read a few verses quickly here. And beginning in verse 18, and he said, "You shall appoint judges and officers in all your gates, which the Lord your God gives you according to your tribes, and they shall judge the people with judgment. You shall not pervert justice. You shall not show partiality, nor take a bribe, nor bribe. For a bribe blinds the eyes of the wise and twists their words. You shall follow what is altogether just, and you may live and inherit the land which the Lord your God has given you. You shall not plant for yourself any tree of wooden image near the altar which you build. You shall not set up a sacred pillar which the Lord your God hates." Any worship that takes us away from God, God hates, because he's our creator, he's our redeemer, he's our soon returning king, he's all in all. And so anything that separates us from him, I would say, according to the word, he really and truly does have a hatred for it.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. To see more like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button below and get all the latest content from TCT Ministries. We'd love to pray alongside you for God's blessings in your life, so you can email your prayer requests to prayer@tct.tv or click the link below and submit your request at tct.tv. God bless you and thank you for watching.